We've got three really exciting things to talk about. This is the Leatherman Arc, and once again, I have found three new tools that really expand the capability of this tool. Now, first of all, make sure you check out Zap Wizard's holsters and all the stuff he's doing for the Leatherman Arc. He is creating quite a tool list, and I will be reviewing a couple more of his products, hopefully coming up in a couple weeks. But in the meantime, we've got a couple other products. Now, this right here, the bit driver on the Leatherman Arc, does use Leatherman bits, and in the past, there have been some things designed for the Leatherman Wave and some other tools that also fit in the Arc. And one of those things is a handcuff key. Now, this is not something I'm really interested in, but I've noticed there's been a lot of interest in lock picking and so forth. And you can go on to Shapeways and you can buy this key for $9 in plastic, or you can buy it for $35 in steel. Now, with the plastic, one of the things you will need to do is drill out the end a little bit, and they do give you info on that as well, but just so you know. So pretty cool little tool right here. I didn't worry about buying it in steel because I don't think I'll be using it much, but I did want to buy the plastic version just as an illustration to show you what you can buy and do with your Leatherman Arc. Now, the next tool is something I would be a lot more prone to use, and this is a huge spork. So this is a gigantic spork right here, maybe a little overkill, but still, you could almost use this as a spatula, I think. But if you're very hungry, this is great. So you can probably, in about 3 spoonfuls, fill yourself up fairly well. But this is, again, a plastic 3D printed spork, and this comes in somewhere around $14. Now, there's a couple sellers that are offering this on Shapeways. I think I got mine off of Meredith, perhaps SK, but I think there are maybe a couple people that are selling this, so keep that in mind. And with Shapeways, I think in about a couple weeks, I was able to get my order. It's not extremely fast. It's not extremely slow. So just keep that in mind. It does take a little while to get there, but I've been pretty happy with everything I've ordered off of Shapeways. Now, you will notice there are perhaps a little bit of lines in the plastic. It's definitely not perfection, but I really appreciate these entrepreneurs, these small businesses, I guess you could say, coming up with these new designs and going ahead and finding a way to distribute them to Leatherman fans. And I feel like it helps out everyone. Now, the last one is actually the one I'm the most excited about. And this is the Leatherman Arc PC Doodle Fly Sheet. Now, PC Doodle has already made this meter right here where you can test voltage and all kinds of other things, temperature and so forth. And that fits very nicely in a Zap Wizard's sheath as well. But now you have another option. And this right here is the Leatherman Backpack Flashlight is what they call it. Let's go ahead and just douse out this light right here. And you can see how you have a nice little, almost like a little laser beam. So pretty cool right there. And then you also have a back switch as well. So you can get some light on the back as well. So it's a dual LED flashlight. And again, it almost looks a little bit like a laser. It looks a little orange, but pretty cool. And I think it will be very useful for at night, you know, when you have your keys and you need a little light, or you've dropped something on the ground, which happens a lot, unfortunately, with me. So things like that. Now, I want to talk a little bit about how to assemble this. So when you get the Flashy, you will get a couple batteries. I believe these are 376 batteries, and he has talked about a couple other ones he has tried, but he sends 2 sets of 376 batteries. And what you'll get is you will get this with this plate attached with the screws. Now, I didn't see a bunch of instructions, so I had to go to his website. But once I got on his website, then I realized what I was doing wrong. But I was actually trying to attach this to the Leatherman arc through this plate. And you have to take this plate off, add batteries, and then it completes the circuit when it's attached to your Leatherman arc. So this is what it looks like again when you get it. So let's go ahead, and the one battery easily falls out. The other one you will have to perhaps use a knife or something to get it out. I'm not super worried about getting it out right now, but so what you want to do is you'll want one positive and one negative. So you'll flip the one around. Again, the one goes in heads up and the one the opposite way. And then you have your screws. So again, it comes like this in the package with no batteries. And so you unscrew the screws at the top and set this aside. You'll put your batteries, again, just like this says, positive and negative. And then you'll go ahead and attach this to the frame, to your Leatherman arc. And then you do have to get it fairly tight so that the batteries properly attach to the Leatherman arc and complete the circuit. So let's go ahead, tighten these back up. So again, I was a little bit discouraged at the beginning because I thought, oh no, it's not working. So I tightened it up a little bit. You have these buttons, nothing's going on. Oh no, now what? And so then I realized I had to get these pretty snug for it to complete the circuit. And now you do have the light. So again, don't give up hope. You definitely need it tight against the frame so that it is able to complete fully that circuit. So I think that's a really great idea. Now, I have been a fan of flashlights on multi-tools for a long time. Usually they're not executed well. And I knew there would be a way where you could execute it well. And I feel like this is one of the best designs I've ever seen with how you can attach a flashlight to a multi-tool. So I'm very happy that PC Doodle has done this and really excited about all these new products that are coming out and new ways that you can modify and add versatility to your arc especially. But I mean, a lot of these things are available for your wave, for anything that has a Leatherman bit holder or a 1/4-inch bit holder. So there are so many possibilities that are opening up. And obviously this could fit in some of your 1/4-inch bit holders as well. It just wouldn't be as tight a fit. All right, well, I hope that's helped you, and keep a watch on the channel because I'm always adding new things and new videos.